A recent academic study has gotten a lot of attention in the news, and it keeps showing up on all the news websites. Amid much fanfare, the study proves that couples who make eye contact for 4 consecutive minutes trigger an emotional chain reaction that leads to enamorment. Even though the trial has some good points, I think it puts the carriage ahead of the horse. This is pretty advanced stuff. From what I know, guys have an innate talent to sabotage themselves when it comes to, well, the game. Basic concepts known to all management consultants worthy of the title explain the sociology of mating just as well. Avoiding 9 common mistakes would be enough to reverse the statistics. Here they are in no particular order. Number 1, be a good guy. Ignore all your mother fed you. Girls aren't into good guys. Virtuous people are just friends. You have been sentenced to life in prison if you become stuck in the friendship zone. This is due to a very valid reason. Women do not choose men according to whether or not they are good guys. Women pursue men with whom they feel a connection. And what do you know? A woman will never find you attractive if you're a good guy. You will never succeed with women the way you want to until you come to terms with this fact and start thinking that way. Number 2, try to please her. When a guy meets a woman he really likes and she shows no interest, what do most men do? They will use every tactic at their disposal to try to persuade her otherwise. I'm sorry to tell you, but you cannot make her feel any different when it comes to attraction. Logic and reasoning will not make a woman feel attracted to you. Consider it. You're attempting to respond to an emotional demand with reason. However men do it. They try their hardest to get a woman to change her mind when she doesn't want them. Unwise decision. It is not going to work. Men try to obtain women's permission or approval in their quest to please them. This is just one more of those awful concepts. Servile men don't pique the interest of women. Naturally, I'm not saying that acting harshly or rudely is the solution. In fact, I believe that behavior of any kind is unacceptable. But I strongly advise you to reconsider if you believe that treating a woman well entails constantly attempting to win her approval. Men who seek approval actually irritate women. The majority of restaurants and florists would go out of business without men. You have to be able to relate to this. How many times have you bought flowers and gifts for women, taken them out to dinner, and then she turned you down? You should be aware that if this occurs, it is part of the natural order of things. You are clearly communicating when you act in that way. I think you don't like me for who I am, so I'm going to try to buy your attention and your affection. Women typically interpret your good intentions as an attempt to make up for insecurities or feeble manipulation attempts. Revealing their emotions too soon is another grave error that most men make when dealing with women. Women are socialized to handle attention from men. The majority of men are unaware that women are approached in the same manner by hordes of men multiple times a day, which adds up to dozens of times a week and frequently hundreds of times a month. This is what we call experience, mates. Experience also counts. After just 1 or 2 dates, a guy who says, "You know, I really like you," irritates women the most and makes them want to run. If you do, you will have fallen for her too quickly, just like all the other guys. Emotionally, you lack maturity. When it comes to attraction, women and men are not the same. This is a fact that you have to acknowledge. Men tend to be visual. Look at gung-ho, for example. But does this also apply to women? According to scholarly research, women's mechanisms of attraction are activated for triggers other than appearance. As you may have noticed, we tend to see far more ugly men paired with attractive women than the opposite. Go over it once more in your mind. Certain traits in men are more attractive to women. Empirical studies have demonstrated that women are primarily drawn to men based on how they feel when they make eye contact. You can elicit an emotional response by using body language and communication techniques correctly. Men often make the mistake of giving up before even trying, believing that women are only attracted to wealthy or powerful men. Yes, there are women who are only interested in this. They may be a minority. However, personality matters far more to most women than bank accounts. Certain characteristics of a man's personality draw women to him like magnets, and you're set if you figure out what they are and how to use them. Once more, you can elicit an emotional response by using body language and communication techniques correctly. Number 9, give up authority. I previously stated that asking a woman for her permission or approval is incorrect. Giving up control to a woman is a similar mistake for men. Put another way, men attempt to impress women by complying with requests. However, this is just another terrible idea. Men who are powerless over a situation never pique the interest of women. You must maintain control. Number 10. Lack the ability to grasp the opportunity. A woman is always aware of your thoughts. Women are roughly 10 times more adept than men at reading body language, according to academic studies. I understand that this may not seem plausible. However, she is aware of your desire to kiss her, for instance, if you are out on a date with her. She won't assist you if you just sit there tensely by her and don't know exactly how to kiss her or what to do. This holds true for every step of the dating process, approaching her, getting her number, asking her out, and finally always having to kiss her. You will lose and ruin the game if you are unable to manage the supply chain. You are aware of it. Making and following a plan is essential. You're totally right if all of this makes you think of the experience curve, the growth share matrix, and business brinkmanship in both biology and business. This art involves a great deal of science. Too bad you didn't know earlier. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and to make you a new man and to stand with the fast world. Thanks for watching.